Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and today we're going to be having a look at Not Stock's Trish the Troopy, which is actually brought over to SnowRunner from MudRunner by Frog. Now, the interesting thing, well, some of the interesting things about this vehicle are, for one, we never really got these in the US. This is a 70 series Land Cruiser, obviously in Troopy configuration, that has been pretty heavily modified, pretty thoroughly beefed up for going adventuring out in the woods. Now, well, woods, trails, beaches, whatever you wanted to take this thing on, basically. And we're going to throw it in the garage and kind of mess around with it a little bit. I don't think there's too much we could do, but we're still going to check it out anyway. And then we're going to take it down the trail. So it should be a really fun time checking this thing out and seeing what it can do. And I know that some of you guys are really going to enjoy the fact that this rig is very, very, very realism focused. It is realism focused. It is not, you know, some kind of show rig. It's not some over-the-top unrealistic rig. It is a super realistic build, and I know a lot of you guys are going to love that. So, we have one engine option, one gearbox option, and one suspension option. Oh my god, dude. They're like, we have one tire option. You really only need one option when you're... Ooh, roof rack tent. Huh. Well, that's cool. That adds a bunch of stuff. Beadlock wheels, interior customization, there's nothing there. Alright, well, I'll tell you. And you can't change the color either. So, yeah, it's gonna be a test run of the vehicle, and that is gonna be that. There's not really anything to modify here, which, to be fair, I mean, if you remember from the days of MudRunner, you really didn't get the chance to modify these rigs much anyway, and I think that we all expect now in SnowRunner to have, like, super deep customization for every rig, when we all kind of, like, need to remember that where we came from back in MudRunner, you had very little. I mean, you had some, and it wasn't, you know, some vehicles had a lot, and others, they didn't have all that much. But, regardless, let's give this red trail a try, see what we can do. Now, this thing is actually pretty dang peppy in automatic mode, I'll tell you that. Oh boy. It definitely makes you think a little bit more because you're on a 35. You're not on like a 47 or something gigantic, you know? You're on a very, I wouldn't say average tire size, but a tire size that's commonly seen in the off-road world. Now, oh my god, if you fall off this, you are doomed. Like, you are legit done if you fall off that. Holy smokes. How's the interior look? Oh, that's actually really cool. You can see the whole, like, back seat area and the passenger area. Oh, God. Easy. Like, if I was driving this thing in real life, I would be a little concerned that it would be a little top-heavy, but I feel like you would just have to drive one and see for yourself, because I've never driven one of these in real life, and I feel like, you know, the people that have could maybe chime in on the fact that maybe they're not as top-heavy as they look. I don't know. Now, I will say, it actually flexes a lot more than you might think it would. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's doing much, but look, that rear tire is stuffed up into the fender. Come on, easy now. Easy now, don't, oh god, do not get ahead of yourself coming down this hill. Not really too worried about the clock, because I don't know this trail. Thing is taking it well, though. I mean, it's diff lock always on, all-wheel drive always on. I mean, it is prepped and freaking ready to go. I'm pretty sure I go straight here. I'm not sure, because they don't tell you on the map. You're like, ah, I don't know where I'm going. At least half the time, I don't know where I'm going. Something down there. Oh, it's good in the mud. Look at that. Well, I might have gone the wrong way, but that's alright. We pick up the trail here. Oh, that was sketchy. About buried the nose on that one. Every time I see one of these cruisers, I'm like, dude, I wish we got these in the US. And to be honest, like, once they become legal for import, I'm sure people will start bringing them in because they are some of the most stout off-road adventure rigs in the world. And it's just one of those annoying things about, like, some of the vehicles that we never got in the US, you know? Because there are some amazing off-road vehicles out there that we never got. Hopefully this entire trail doesn't confuse the heck out of me. I know for a fact I'm not getting that gold, though. Not this time. Not while I'm trying not to roll over a brand new rig on a trail I've never tried before, right? Easy. I will say, though, the amount of, like, variance in the terrain is pretty wild. And the way this thing tackles varied terrain is incredible, too. Like, it goes through mud really well, it goes through rocks really well. It's got great suspension flex. I mean, if you want to drive it for yourselves, the link will be in the description box below, and I highly suggest that you do, because it's very good. Snorkel staying above the water, so we good. We are good. Let's throw it in high and see if it'll... Well, actually, let's not throw it in high, because it was like, nope, I am not happy about that. I put it in automatic to see if I could kick it up into high, but... Oh, there's high. Oh my god, it took off. Holy cow. Okay, maybe I won't use high, because that's a little faster than I want to be going on the trail like this. Yo, where is... Oh! Yo, you have to go up through this rock field. Holy smokes, this is nuts. This is absolutely nuts. You can use high if you modulate it. It's actually very good for hill climbing. It's impressively good for hill climbing, actually. If you modulate it and go, like, quarter throttle to half throttle and then back off to quarter throttle again, really good. Really, really good. And the balance of this thing is amazing. The center of gravity always stays really nice and low, even though you've got a good amount of suspension articulation. It's very impressive. Oh, we got another climb section. Easy does it. Let's go. Dude, yes. Wow, that's low plus just right up the rocks. Thing is so good. It's so good. Oh, that could flip some rigs over. I mean, look at that suspension. Oh, God. I'm gonna safety winch to that, just in case. I do not want to become, like, this food for the fish in the river at the bottom of the hill. I'm like, nope, not interested in that today. Ease her over the edge. Ease her over the... Ah! Oh, boy. That's an angle and a half. Again, I figured I'd try a safety winch just to be safe, but I think I'm going to save those for dire situations from now on, just so I don't get too used to, like, using them constantly. I mean, look at that flex. It's good. It's really good. Really good amounts of flex. It rolls a lot of coal, too. All right, boys, let's ford this river. Threw it in high for that. I mean, it likes it, though. I mean, a little bit of rock damage, but that's kind of par for the course sometimes. Let's go. Oh, there's a checkpoint. Oh, Scout Fuely boy. That's the only thing that's not realistic about this rig is the freaking 529-gallon fuel tank. It's got so much fuel, it's ridiculous. I mean, like I said, this is in high maybe, but, like, it's also only half throttle. I mean, it's not, you know, I'm not flooring it. If I was flooring it, I would have been at the top of that hill, like, you know, 10 seconds prior to when I actually got to the top of it. Am I going this way? Yes, yes, I am. It's weird, because it's almost the exact opposite of the previous version of this trail, which is fine. That's fine. It's just like one of those things where in your head you have to kind of get used to it and remind yourself that, no, I'm going the opposite way this time. Don't revert back to the old way, brain. Ease her on down. Come on. Come on. There we... Ah! There you go. There you go. Not bad. Not bad. She's honestly pretty dang good. It's a really good rig. And I think at the end of the day, like, for those of you that like realistic rigs, I think now I will say, yes, I understand that the ultra realism people are going to kind of come at this thing for not being realistic and high. And I get that. It is very fast and high. I mean, look. throw it in high and it's like, yeet. I mean, it got grabbed by the ground, but I went too far. Oh, what? It's literally like a V up there. All right, that's not what I had envisioned, but yeah, I mean, high is very fast. Kind of almost on the verge of stupid fast, but I feel like that's, like, if you don't like how fast high range is in this thing, you don't necessarily have to use it. I cannot believe I went the wrong way that badly. I mean, I went way off. Now I'm definitely not going to get gold. But regardless, I mean, you don't necessarily have to use it if you don't want to use it, because I could definitely see there being people that are going to say that the speed of high ruins the realistic experience of this thing. And to that, I kind of say, don't use high, you know? Like, I feel like so many people get too, like, crazy about, like, oh, well, this gear ratio is too fast and it ruins the whole rig. And I'm like, then don't use that gear. Like, whoa, that's where I go. That explains why I didn't see that. Wow, a lot of vehicles would have, like, toppled over right there. A lot of vehicles would have toppled over. This one stayed straight up and down. Well, it tipped a little, but it didn't even come close to toppling over. Now this is going to be like properly steep stuff. Wow, this is challenging. I'm going to put it in high. Bomb the hill. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go. Yes, come on. Almost lost a little bit of... I was feathering the throttle and high the whole way up. Oh, come on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Between the trees. Come on, let's go. Ah! Like I said, I didn't really care about the time. I just wanted it to show me where the trail went, because I guarantee you, there are points on this trail that I would not have found without the trail markers. I guarantee you I could come back and probably do like a silver or a gold in this rig, because it's definitely capable of it, but man, I mean, it's got some battle scars now, but hey, what's a little bit of character? And it's a great rig to drive. And again, it stays very realistic and the speeds stay very realistic as long as you keep it out of high. So if you're looking for that really realistic experience, I mean, I would keep it out of high, but other than that, like, it's really, 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 really good. Now, if y'all enjoyed this test, make sure to hit that like button. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys next time.